Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new episode of your show, New Media. My name is Duaij Hutari, and like every other episode, we get to talk about content creation, new media in general. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. This is my phone. I have to silence it. Hussein, you too? Come on. We have an episode to record, man. All right. I'm so sorry, guys. Forgive me. All right. So, I guess I will talk a little bit about notifications today. Since me and Hussein messed up, these little messages tell you or notify you of what is going on. So I will talk a little bit about them, and they are critical and essential. So just imagine with me all the new media programs and social media with all the friends and the direct messages, with the interactions, with the likes and also the dislikes. Imagine that you don't get a single notification for all of that. Just imagine. You won't be able to interact correctly and correspond with your social media platforms. And of course, the applications as well. But even though they are essential, they are also a double-edged sword, right? Especially when they are all over your smartphones and the whole gadget thingy. So, these loud sounds or noises would mess up things like me and Hussein just did at the very beginning. So, yeah. Anyway, the first company credited for successfully commercializing the push notification of all smartphones is REM, which is Research in Motion, with their flagship, of course, BlackBerry. And the rest is history. So let us move on now with our episode. Guys, why do we have this segment? Because it is interesting, right? What do we have today? Well, it is Tokyo Lens. Let us watch this video.
Lately, I start every morning by checking on my pigeon. That's not a euphemism, by the way. There's a pigeon that lives on my balcony that has laid eggs, and now I'm waiting for them to hatch.
It seems like Mama Pigeon is stretching her legs right now. We've got 2 eggs hiding back here. Excuse all the grain and cereal on the ground. I've been trying to make it so she doesn't have to go out very often.
It's a little hazy today, but I've also got a pretty epic view of the Sakurajima volcano from my balcony. These are clouds, by the way. It does erupt fairly often, though. In fact, it made the return of one of my flight lessons really interesting the other day because it had erupted while we were in the training area, and on the way back, the sky was just filled with volcanic ash.
Today's segment is about vlogging and showing how real life is in Japan. We follow a famous content creator named Norm Nakamura, who happens to be also a photographer. He gives his audience an authentic experience in Japan, exploring their culture, music, life, and weird, exciting things.
There is a hidden world of amazing little shops with one that somehow stands out just a little more than the rest. Over the years, this one tiny shop and its owner's incredible smile have become the subject of countless photos from people around the world. But who is this man? I visited his shop for the first time 15 years ago, and he recently sadly told me that he was finally closing things down. So today, I wanted to take this one last chance to share a little bit about him and some of his stories with the world.
島山光一と申します。ここにこんなのがあるんだけど映るかな。1951年からここがあって、ここのお店としては1959年の10月の9日この日ね会社設立してます。それ以前にもお店としてはやってるんですけど、そんな状況ですね。実は私の父親先代がここのお店を始めたんですよ。でただその先代は、早くに亡くなっちゃいまして、今から、僕が25の時だから43年前脳内出血っていうのでね、急に倒れて、あの世に行ってしまったんで、その後僕が25歳6歳ぐらいからここを継いで。
Our guy Norm grew up in Canada and moved to Japan in 2007. He began publishing his content on the net around 2017. He lives now in Tokyo and his authentic experience is just unique. The videos he posts, I think that they bridge between cultures. Japan has always been outstanding and remains one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Now, let us see a fascinating apartment, and I want you to notice the size.
But now for the moment of moments, the main room. This is the main room. It is tiny. In fact, this entire place is something like only 9 meters square, which means you're likely to find smaller places in Tokyo. In fact, my first apartment was pretty much just the size of this room here. I didn't have my own bathroom, it was a shared bathroom, but this place comes with some features and benefits that make it very livable and very interesting. So let me show you around and I guess share what's special about this place. Is just built to be really livable. Aside from the loft, which we'll take a look at in a second, there are little hangers up here that you can put your clothing on and whatnot. If you want to hang your laundry, there's actually this neat little cord here that you can stretch across all the way to the other side. Boom, and you can hang your laundry there like that. It takes a second to retract.
His YouTube channel grossed more than 73 million views, and he describes himself as Shami Sen. Player, pilot in training, boat captain, an absolute workaholic, capturing documentaries, exploration, vlogs, tiny apartments, Japanese music, travel, and live streams. Too many things. Welcome back, dear viewers. Now to our favorite segment where we get to meet a content creator out there here in Kuwait, telling us more about his stories and the things that he use and upload and all the things happen on their social media. So please welcome with me Mohammed Dashti, aka Loco Moment. Welcome.
Hi, how are you? How you doing?
Well, we are so happy to have you here, and I'm good. Thank you so for asking. Obviously, like I know some information about you, Mohammed.
Yeah.
But I would like you to look at your camera and tell the people something about you.
Yeah, sure. Actually, I am a content creator for video games and entertainment at all, like movies and TV show. And I work as my primary job as a teacher, high school teacher. And I like doing my things about video games. This is my passion since I was young. And my account is on YouTube and Instagram. And I try to work hard to reach every people and talk to them about the video games.
Awesome. Well, this is the information that we wanted, so that now we know more about you, or a brief. Let's first of all talk about, I have seen some unboxing, reviews, and all kind of reviews, whether it's for movies, gaming, and all these kind of things. So how did all this started? How did the idea of creating the account came? First place about the creating an account. Usually I went to video games convention since like 2011 outside in UAE and San Diego. I went there and I like to cover, and I have many contacts, and the gaming social life is becoming bigger and bigger, and more people have knowledge. So every people like call me like a reference. Hi, how you doing? How good? I told him, yeah, I'm fine. I need to buy a game for my son. He is like 13 years old. What game you recommended? What console I have to buy? So in this moment I was thinking, why don't make an account about news, video games, unboxing, talk about some video games technology, and even movies and TV show. Even when I gather with my family every Friday, what movie this weekend we will go? What do you recommend for us? So this is the beginning of my account in the Instagram started. So it all started with friends and close friends and also family.
Yeah,
and
they encourage me actually.
They encourage you
and
too?
they still encourage me and give me some notes. Do this, don't do this.
Well, I like this part. Yeah. It will improve you. It will make you even better.
Yeah.
Well, and now since you share this information, the news with the community that you have, I guess you have more knowledge now, and you have to pay attention, close attention to what's new, what's next in the gaming world and the movies, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I have a website. It's called Video Games Release. So it's talking about video games. Every day I go there and check what games will be released, and I go to articles and some bloggers and some companies. They are send me emails about the news. So this is how I update myself every day. When I finish from work, my primary work, I go home. I stay in the computer like 2-3 hours. I editing the Photoshop.
Wow.
I learn Photoshop from the content. Then I edit some videos and I upload it. Then I have a rest for with my family.
Wow.
And
like, do you enjoy what you are doing?
Of course, I enjoy it too much because I have my moment and my special place. If you can see, I already give the TV video about my place. It's a small place, but when I am inside this place, the room, I feel like I am free of my mind of everything, and I'm focused on these things, and I enjoy reading the news and uploading to the people, and especially when someone comment on the post I put it, and I have conversation with them. I like these things. Even as direct message, every people I welcome them in the direct message.
That's actually nice. So as an influencer, I mean, people may dislike those who ignore the comments of the people. And now you mentioned that you actually reply and like argue with the people who comments on your...
Yeah, I like arguing with people with some news, some information about video games. Like even when I'm a high school teacher, I argue with my students about some information. Like today, we were talking about video games. Teacher, why the video games have ages? Like some video games.
This is actually important.
Yeah.
Yes, they have to know this.
Yeah, they have to know. I told them the ages will, in other side, in sociology and psychology, it is information that this kid have 13 years old. He have to play the game with everyone 13, and he is 16. He have to play the game with the T. It is 14s and
those marks and like letters in the corner of any cover of a game.
Yeah,
a T and the
everyone there is an A, an adult, and some video games cover have like numbers. Depends from UAE.
Europe
UK,
and
Europe, yeah, UK and
the
US, video games. So I like arguing about this, and I told them if you want to continue arguing with me, you can come with the break into my office. I can argue with them. Even when I go to any places like with the social gaming, I like to go, especially Duaij gamings. I like arguing. We go there and arguing about video games and have conversation, and it's like knowledge, you know. Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, I have this a tricky question. Now, Mohammed, as a father, now people would say, I mean, as we grow up, we should give away the PlayStation and all the video game thingy. What's your take on that?
Actually, no, I don't think this way. Now my kids are growing up. I need to grow with them. I have to go to their level. I have to play with them video games. I have to see what they are playing video games. I have to have knowledge, because unfortunately some parents, they give their kids the console, they play PlayStation, they don't know what's content for this game. And especially when I am big now, when I play video games, it's like for me, some people they like reading books, some people like they go with the walking outdoor gym or go sporting or whatever.
Everyone have his
this
own
is my passion, this is my hobby, this is where I relax when I play video games. Because in the video games it's like fantasy world. You can go from your reality world to the fantasy world for 2 or 3 hours, and you come back to your life. That's it. Yeah.
Well, this is interesting. So can you give us like the story behind the journey of you starting video games?
Actually, I have a story how I started playing video games too much. Because when I was young, I am now 37, so I started playing like Nintendo and then Sega, and then my elder brother, he went to United States and he brought for me Nintendo 64. I started playing. I didn't enjoy it too much. I was playing in Qadsi sport club as a sporter there for athletic sport.
Nice.
Yeah. Then one of my friends, he told me, how about you try this game? It was called Metal Gear.
Oh yeah, Metal Gear.
Yeah, so my friend, he gave me the PlayStation 1. I didn't have PlayStation 1. I was thinking that I have to stop gaming. I'm old now. I cannot play video games.
Old, but you were young.
Yeah, I was young, but I was with the sport. I was go to outside malls with my friends. I don't want to play video games.
Yes.
He gave me the PlayStation 1 with the game called Metal Gear, and I played the game. I saw, wow, what is this game? This is a movie, not a game. So in this moment, I started playing video games from since this day and until now. Every game like released for Metal Gear especially I played, and other games also as well.
Well, such a cool story. I mean, every person have his own story, and I mean, can you imagine, like every person have his different way of telling the stories, and this one actually is also cool. So now let's talk about let's focus now on being an influencer.
Yeah.
I mean, since you post, videos, photos, and like I've seen descriptions about a certain, movie or a game, reviews in general. How do you prepare all these things?
Actually, let's say if there is some technology released, or some video game, or some joystick controller or headset, it has been released. I buy it by myself, and I unbox it and see what's content for the box. After I unbox it, I try it by myself, like let's say for 3 or 4 hours. Then I upload this video. I take all these photos and shop I have by camera, and I prepare myself with the place. After this, I prepare the dialogue for the video, and I go to the computer and I stay like 4 to 2 hours. It depends on the video.
Yeah.
It depends on the video, because I have to cut it. I have to do it simple and nice. Then I upload it to. So this is the idea of doing the video on the YouTube or Instagram.
I like that you mentioned that you unbox, and also, I mean, you mentioned before we record this, interview, that you also do some unboxing videos.
Yeah.
So I mean, why would you do all the different things? I mean,
Okay,
what's the
The
point?
unboxing it started with me. I used to buy some statue or called figures or
Yes.
whatever it's called, collectibles for video games.
I collect them.
Yeah. So sometimes I want to order this one, but I don't know how it will be look in real life. So
Of course.
some people, they do unboxing outside. I saw the unboxing. Oh, it's a nice idea. Why you don't do one in Arabic? So I started doing unboxing for statue, then for some controllers. Yeah.
So basically, from the figures and these statues
Yeah.
to the gaming field, like
Sure.
the headsets and all these things, you switched or swapped from this to that?
Yeah.
Or you keep on doing both?
I'm mixing like with everything about video games, let's say from accessories, from consoles, from video games, and review video games. And about the entertainments, especially in movies and anime and TV show, I like to talk about them in the content. But the primary things in the content is the video games.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. So now, that you mentioned that your kids also play video games. Like, do you have like some rules for them, restrictions, or any kind of for this matter?
Actually, I have. Even if my son, he's now 13 years old, he came to me, Papa, you are playing, why you don't let me play? I told him, you have school, you have to study. Then in the weekend, you can play. You can play. I try to arrange it. Now in this technology, you can connect your account with your son account.
Yeah, the
and
parental
you have,
control
and you have
option.
to put like 2 hours in the day or 1 hour, or don't put any hours in the weekdays, only the weekends. Even the phone, when I give him the phone, I try to control the phone through what application have to download. So this technology, some parents have to know about it actually, because it's very good.
Yeah, I like this idea.
If any application he downloaded, the Gmail, send me an email. He download. He want to download. He have request. Can he download it? Okay, download. No problem.
He have to go through your approval.
Yeah.
So that he can download or.
And this option on iPhone or on Android, both it is there. Even in the video games, especially in the Nintendo Switch or PlayStation, they have this rule. You can control it.
Well, such a lovely option.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that it's been there, and now it's quite awesome that you mentioned it, so that people would know that you can actually control the devices, any kind of device that your
like mobile,
children,
video game, anything you can control it. Yeah.
through that option.
Even the YouTube, when some people leave the YouTube open, and you can put like only safe for kids. That's it. Even when I upload the video, if this video game have violence or blood, I try to put no kids watch this one. And always I don't put any kids, so I don't put my things in the zone. I damage some people habits or knowledge, that's why.
This is actually part of you being an influencer. You have to be cautious of the things that you upload, and that was one of my questions actually. How do you prepare for that?
For which one exactly?
Since you're an influencer,
Yeah.
I mean, it's very important for you to be aware of the things that you upload.
Yeah, of course. See, actually when I try to upload, especially the video, I see the video because I know Kuwait rules have, like especially in video games, some video games they cannot be released here. So if it cannot be released, I do a video, but I don't put any content that like have violence, too much violence, or bad language, or bad words, anything. I try not to put it there. And even if there is something in this video game not good, I try to mention it. I will be honest. I will be honest with everyone who's following me. I will be honest. This game is good. This game is not good. I will be very, very honest. Even if some company maybe will be bad, because they send me sometimes codes to review this game. I give my opinion in the honest way.
And yeah, to be honest, that's the most important part. To be honest to the community, so that they trust you even more, and you get, of course, more followers and more people like your content. Now, since we are like this interview is dedicated for gaming, let's talk about the industry of video games.
Okay, the industry of video games. Actually, now I think it will be above the movies, because video games has been more income for every company in the world. Even the small companies now, they are growing to make a studio for video games. Like when I went to Germany this summer, I went to video game expansion, was in Germany.
Right.
This company, I know what they do, controllers, they do something,
like
some controllers,
accessories?
Accessory for the phone. Then I was talking to them, say, okay, why you don't try this game? I told them, you make games?
So
they
they
yeah, we
develop
games, sorry. And the studio of video games is now very huge, especially now in the phone. You can play any game, or mostly most of the big games or big hit games. Now you can play it in the mobile.
You can access
it
iPad,
mobile, and everything is portable. I don't know about the future, but what will happen in the future?
Maybe we will abandon the huge PC and the PlayStation. And
even the reality, virtual reality. Sorry,
VR.
VR. There's some countries, they use the meeting in the VR. They wear the VR and they use meeting.
So they don't have to go actually to the office. They just meet through the VR. Well, this is actually amazing.
That's why they use it.
We should start doing this.
We use it for games, but they use it for meeting.
Maybe in our next interview we would be using VR. Do you have any incident, any story regarding having online friends?
Actually, I have many online friends, but like I know one of my friends back in 2009. He was studying to be a doctor. So after like 12 or 13 years, I met him and I was talking to him. He's now a surgery. And in this time, like I had a pain in my stomach. I told him I have like a pain and this is blah, blah, blah about the pain, the area. And he told me, okay, come to my clinic. I went to a clinic and he did the surgery for me. And since then we are more close to each other. And this is from the video games. I met this doctor and he made the surgery for me.
MashaAllah, what a beautiful incident. From a game to a friend and to be your doctor.
Even you.
Oh, yes, actually, now we meet again.
I know your brother from video game.
We have so many stories to share, of course.
Of course.
Well, I guess we have reached the end of this lovely interview, Mr. Mohammed. I mean, it's been a pleasure having you here with us.
My pleasure also.
And before you leave, I would like you again to look at the camera and tell the audience an advice before you leave.
Okay. I'll give this advice to the parents. Let your kids play video games because they will break the nerves inside them. They will lose some stress from studying. Okay, studying is the number one thing, but video games is like they enjoy time. This generation, especially, the video game is number one for them. They contact with their friends. They have relationship with their friends, and let them play video games and study at the same time.
Thank you so much.
Sorry.
A group of game critics, Nintendo lovers, gathered and debated what are the best Mario game. What is the best Super Mario game? Well, it was a daunting task to rank them, but they eventually did. Well, because, there are too many Mario games out there. We can't list all of their favorite games. However, we are here to be listing the top 5 Super Mario games. Alright, let's start with number 5. Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Wii. And here's a video. Now, the game critics believe that this game was an expansion of the concept of the original one. It expanded the universe and its inventiveness, and it was very colorful. The journey was fascinating and surprising. Fans loved every piece of that world, as they enjoyed the game's creativity and environment as well. The game was released in 2010. And now with number 4, Mario Maker 2.
In Super Mario Maker 2, you can create the Super Mario courses of your dreams. And play courses created by other people from around the globe. In other words, you can basically have new Super Mario courses to enjoy every day. Now, let's jump right into the basics.
A game that was released in 2019 and made a huge buzz. Why? Well, it is original game, 2D, but with everything you need with design, whether it's fighting enemies, saving the princess, themes, games, styles, power-ups, and design, story, mode, multiplayer, literally everything. The game was supported with updates and the community loves this, so why not? And now, dear viewers, with number 3, Mario game. Super Mario Galaxy on Wii. A fantastic adventure with Mario. This version actually of Mario will be jumping from a galaxy to another one to collect the power stars. It gave the audience something new, like the gravitational force to move on top and below and also around the planets. Also, Mario could pick up objects and shoot them at enemies, and that was actually something new, and interact with the environment in general. Now, with the number 2 Super Mario game, that would be Super Mario World on SNES. Well, this is actually a very old game, a game that made a revolution of platform games. It was built on the excellent formula of the previous 4 games released before this one. So this game actually introduced flights with capes and expanded the world with secrets. Our hero also teamed up with Yoshi for the first time, and oh yeah, the game was released in 1991. And now to the number 1 favorite game for Super Mario, which was Super Mario Odyssey on the Nintendo Switch. I quote, "It is the most innovative, expressive, creative, and diverse 3D Mario Nintendo has ever made." Do I need to add more? It is a mixture of art, styles, mechanics, sounds, colors, adventures, and so much to discover. Well, that is it for now, dear viewers, for the gaming segment. We hope you enjoyed it. And with that being said, dear viewers, we have reached the end of this lovely episode again. Content creator, media story, video games, such a wonderful episode. See you again in the next one.
Oh, that's all right.